Yeah, hello guys. Yeah, this is another video. In this video, we are going to talk about trading journal. So, in one of my posts, I posted it that as a trader, the day you start trading is the day you start journaling your trade is the day you start trading. So, most traders don't understand that. Most traders don't really know how true and how heavy that statement is. So, in case your mentor do not tell you or you didn't know, probably you were learning on your own. So trading journal is very, very important. You have to journal your trade. The journaling process is the process whereby you keep track of all your trade. And for you to be able to keep track of all your trade, you need to actually have a trading plan. So if you don't have trading plan, um, trading journaling will be a very, very difficult thing for you because you won't be consistent with what you are journaling and you won't know what exactly you are looking for before you buy or sell the market. So I will I will show you my journal, how I set it up, not necessarily how I use it, but the process of setting it up is a little bit it will be too long for this video. Maybe I will do that in another video. But I will show you my trading plan, how I execute the trade, and how I document all the trade. So this is one of the trade we are going to use because I'm currently on this trade, and I'll show you how it was on my journal. So this is USD JPY. So this I use Notion. You can go to notion.com or you download the app. I use Notion to journal my trade. So and in this trade you can see this is GDP USD and USD JPY, the one I actually traded that I showed you recently. So I will start from this. This is how I do it. Let's say I want to take a trade here on this day 27th. I'll click plus, then on this level new page I'll need to write the pair I'm actually trading. So let me show you the one I've done on this. So now I put the pair here. So I was the one that arranged this thing like this due to I arranged them based on my trading plan, my trading pattern. So that's why I was able to come with this. You can actually watch other YouTube to see how you can organize your journal. There are different way you can do it, but this is how I find mine comfortable. Sure, you understand. So what I do is in the first this thing, because let me give you an example in this trade. So before I can take this trade, what is that thing that I have to see? First of all, I have to see a directional bias, either break of structure or change of character. So as you can see, we had a change of character here. So then it means that I have to identify my inducement. So if I'm to look for my inducement in this place now, my inducement is there. This is my minor inducement. This is my major. If I want to, this is my major because this is the low. So now, but because I know it and um I recognize my pattern when I see it. Sometimes I label them, sometimes I don't know. But I just have to make sure that part of my rule is that once I confirm my break of structure or change of character, I must confirm my inducement and I must confirm my POI. So that's exactly what I want to see. So break of structure, inducement must be confirmed, POI must be confirmed. So after that, let's say the setup got activated and market start running. Immediately I enter the trade or my limit order or my trade get triggered, I must put my SL and I must put my stop loss. So those are part of the major things that guide my trading plan. So let's go into how I fix them. As you can see in this place, I have a law because I call them trading law. I don't want to use the trading this is I don't want to call them trading rules. I call it law because it's more stronger for me. If I can call it law, it's strong for me to follow. So I just want something, a different layer of reminder to make sure that I keep track and I'm actually doing exactly what I said I would do according to my trading plan. So if I come here, I have this thing right up here. So I'll have to read it first, and for the sake of this video, I'll read it for you. You can see it says reminder that you must always follow your laws, which are this stuff that I'm talking about, before taking trade. Never give in to emotion. It means that irrespective of how I feel, as long as my setup come together, I must actually take that trade, no matter how I feel. So that's what I mean by never give in to emotion, because as I said, this market is designed to make you emotional. So in order not to give in to emotion, you have to ask yourself, what does my plan say? My plan said once I have a break of structure, I look for my inducements and I look for my POIs. Then I wait for my PO market to mitigate my POI. Then I execute. Let's say the market refuses to take out your inducement, or this market does not create inducement. It means that your trading plan has not fit in, because you need market to create an inducement before you can even start thinking of executing trade. And let's say market now take out your inducement, you still need market to come to your POI that you've identified before you can even start thinking of taking that trade. So if you want to jump in, the question here will be, has market taken out your POI inducement? Yes. Has it gotten to your POI? If the answer is no, you will know that you are already jumping the gun. You are not following your plan. No matter, these things is not that easy, but with this trading plan, it will be able to guide you, it will be able to help you to manage your emotion. And when you are deliberate with it, no matter how you feel, maybe the setup is sweet, the setup look like something you've seen before, your mind will tap into those stuff you've seen before that plays out and so on. But that's how most people get carried away and do what? And into their emotion and forget about their trading plan. So if something now go against them, they will now, oh my God, I will have waited, I will have. So those things are indiscipline. So for you to be disciplined, you have to follow exactly what you said you are going to do according to your trading plan, irrespective of how you feel. It's going to be a very tough thing for you to do, but the more you practice it, it's like you repeat it. The more reps you use, like the more you repeat the process of execution, the better you become, and with time it become more easier. So I said, do never give in to emotion. Do exactly what your strategy says and never compare pairs with each other. At one point, I discovered that because I'm trading USD, GDP USD, and I'm trading Euro USD, if GDP USD give me setup and Euro USD is not giving me setup, I have this contradiction that maybe this setup is not going to hold and so on. So I started comparing those pair, because they have some, maybe they have this correlation, or maybe I'm buying GDP USD and USD card is not selling. I will be like, I'm not sure this is going to hold. So it puts me in a confused state of mind, and it contradicts what I'm supposed to do. So in order to figure out this thing, I come up with a plan that I will never compare them, because I understood that each setups are unique. So it's not about the correlation or whatever. Just trade each setup according to the way you see them and your plan asks you to do them. So there are a lot of measures I put in place in order to overcome that. So that's why. So this right up here is to guide me again, is to remind me of those things in case if I'm being like emotional, or I'm trying to be carried away with what the market is doing. So now you can see I said never compare pairs with each other, and then watch me reward you. So this all thing that finished this statement means that my law is, if I can abide to these rules, if I can follow it, then my law is telling me that it's going to reward me. My trading plan is telling me that it's going to reward me. This is very, very powerful, because it means that I don't need to be worried about whether I win a trade or I lose a trade. I just have to keep doing what my trading plan asks me to do, because I know in the past I've backtested that and I knew that it's rewarding, it's profitable. So now I have to exactly do what I've seen in the past that is profitable now in the present. So if I take one trade and it doesn't win, take the second one. In series of trade, I know that this setup, this my trading plan is going to reward me. So that's what I mean there. So it take my mind off a single trade into a series of trade, because I know that the success in trading come in multiple execution, not just in one or two trades. So now this is just for the reminder before I proceed. Then once I come here, the date automatically fix itself here. Then I have to re-put the pair again in this level. Then what else? Now, what's the condition of the trade I'm taking? Change of character. That's why I said chalk, which is change of character, COC, or trend. Now, why is it change of character? You can see that market gave us change of character here. That was the current situation. Then I have to what? Assuming that this change of character is, let's say the market is, as maybe we are selling like this, and market change character and now create another inducement and start giving us bullish momentum. That's a trend for me according to my plan. But because of the current situation is change of character, and as you can see, market just changed the character, then I have where I'm supposed to enter the market. So if we go back there, you see I put change of character here. Then you can see my entry is extreme. It means it's going to be my extreme order block. This last B is another extra layer of confirmation for me. I haven't teach this thing in any of my video. I only use it for myself, because what I'm teaching is I'm trying to teach something that is more simple for people to understand. Not, I don't want to complicate my teaching. So that's why I use some very very simple thing like Fibonacci entry and so on, because I understand that the simpler the strategy, the better it will be for someone to comprehend. So what am I targeting? So it means that I'm targeting first break of structure after change of character. So, and if you look at this, you can see after we have change of character here, this is the first break of structure that I'm targeting. So you can see that my 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 journal is well detailed. So now, do I see inducement? Yes, I have to tick it. Have I put my SL? Yes, I have to tick it. Have I put my take profit? Yes, I have to pick it. I have to fix those things immediately as I'm executing the trade. So what am I doing? Am I buying and sell? Yes, I'm buying. Which section do I execute this trade? New York section. What is daily bias for me? So I didn't fix this daily bias because the daily bias was not clear. Shey you understand? So in a situation that is clear enough, then I can fix it. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to fix it. But the set other thing have to come together. So now, which time frame do I execute my trade? Is 1 hour. If you can see, it's only 1 hour here. But I can easily execute this trade in 4 hours too. But all the criteria also have to meet the same thing. So the time frame doesn't really matter, but I stay with 1 hour. So you can see again, I still ask myself, is this a valid setup? You can see valid setup. I said yes. If it's no, I will put it. This, let's say I give in to emotion in all this place, I was carried away and I got to this level, and my plan still ask me, is this a valid setup? I have to think again, is this a valid setup? So by the time I fill in this level, I will definitely know that I'm off my plan. If this setup doesn't mean my plan, I just want to trade it, I will know. Nobody is going to tell me, because all these things are to guide me to make sure that I execute exactly what my plan asks me to do. So what RR am I looking for? 1 to 3. That's all. And if you look at this, I'm only going for 1 to 3. Why am I going for 1 to 3? Because I have liquidity rest here, and I know that For this trend to continue, market must clear this upside liquidity. So now let's go back there. Then as you can see, if the trade now play out, I will come here. Okay, this is the chart. Then I have to screenshot the chart and now paste it here. This was when I execute the trade. You can see that I screenshot the chart, I uploaded it here. So anything that happen, whether stop loss, whether break even, whether TP, I will have to come and update it here and mark this setup as a win trade for me. So what's the outcome? Then if it's win, I will say TP. If it's if if it's win, I will say TP. If it's a loss, I will say SL. Then if it's break even, I will say break even. Then now, this is still another thing for me to feel. So let's say this is a emotional report. You can see is emotional report. So it means that if I'm in the trade and I start feeling somehow, maybe I'm contemplating, my mind is, I can easily come here and say, okay, I was feeling like I should move my SL to break even when the market hasn't done 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5. I was tempted to do this. I was tempted to close the market. So everything I feel during the process of the market, the trade running, I will put it here. This is for emotional. So this one, which is the comment, is what do I learn from this trade? So anything I learn, okay, the setup is valid and I execute without fear, without anything, valid setup, fine. If nothing strange happen along the line, I will come and put it here. This is what I learned. And if nothing strange happen, I will just leave it. So this is exactly how I journal my trade, and you can see it's well detailed. It's well detailed. This will guide you from just jumping, entering trade without having a guideline. These are my rules, and I have to fill in everything before I execute the trade. So that's it for this guy. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, subscribe, and share. So this is, you can go to notion.com or you download Notion. This is the Notion, Notion. You can download it on your phone, then watch how you can set it up to suit how you trade. So bye for now.